MMY and Faith making successful rotations around the map. Just wait on everybody to pick up their heroes, and then we can get ourselves. We'll finally settle. Jump in on top of iceiceice. Doesn't have a lot of armor to work with here, and the big auto attacks coming out of the Skywrath Mage. That double damage does work, and that's going to be your first blood. FY reveals himself from the trees. Available, so Vici are going to get one of their comfortable pocket strats pretty much no matter what. FY and iceiceice, another go on top lane. Sylar does have his Bristleback turn, but is that going to be enough? Second Soul Assumption comes out, and the damage from the Ignite just going to be enough. Yao looking to turn this one around with the haste turn. FY will be brought down by one more auto attack. Now, sensing additional kills, it's going to charge straight over into the trees, but too long. We've got no stacks in the neutrals or anything like that. Everyone's been way too active in the early game to bother. And do we have fresh wards being placed down? LGD actually got out pretty early with their second set, which is starting to pay off a little bit for them now. MMY with a really aggressive TP, and InJuly is already dead. Meanwhile, on bottom lane, MMY now pops back out. One more auto attack seals the deal, and looks like it's going to be a triple as Super just keeps on plinking away. LGD supports TPing into their death. Yao's going to do his best to turn this one around. Does get the kill on the Vengeful Spirit. Super now attempting the TP out. Corrosive Skin slowing things down a bit, and looks like Yao will not be able to grab that kill. So, meanwhile, also top lane, Sylar getting nuked down by another Soul Assumption. iceiceice with the solo kill. Investing a resummon on the birds to get some extra damage. Coming out for the team right now is Fenrir also picking up some early points in the Wave of Terror. With those kills down bottom, Super almost completes his mech, so the push can begin. TP coming in from the Ember. Looks like Super is willing to tank all the damage out here. Yao, nice sleight of fist dodge, gets out of the way of the gust, but still getting right click low. Black wants to finish this kill. Remnant jump through. Familiars come in and finish it off. InJuly, along with MMY, chasing down FY. Lots of Ys there. Do we have some familiar drop downs? Not available. FY trying to do his best to juke. They're still getting slowed up. Looks like they will still end up losing the Tusk. Bit of a turnaround. iceiceice all the way from top lane. Finding some kills with those familiars. Sylar. Go. They just need to not reveal with the wave yet. So Fenrir's going to take the time to send the wave up so it doesn't get scattered by any wards. Meanwhile, LGD are going for a smoke of their own. They're actually looking for a kill on Super down bot. Switches over to those strength treads. Trying to get that survivability out. Concussive shot along with the Mystic Flare come in. He will be bursted down. Roshan's already finished. And now we've got some stun swaps coming in. Fenrir wants this kill on Yao. Bringing him low, gets the howl off. It's only going to take a couple of auto attacks to finish this kill. And Black now comes in from behind. Beautiful familiar drops out of iceiceice. They've already got one. TP out attempted from the Ember. Yao surviving on just a sliver. MMY, does he have enough to get out? No, the burst damage chops him down. Double kill for Black. And should be a pretty easy tier 1. Super and Fenrir going for a smoke. Like Sylar will once again be the unsuspecting victim of this gank. There aren't familiars in range, so this one might be a little bit difficult. Fenrir trying to get the swap around just to get some extra damage out of the stun. Can they get here in time? They will just grab it. And now MMY stuck in a bad spot, slowed down, just going to turn around and fight, hope that his team can get here in time. Looks like Fenrir is going to tank the snowball. They're using it as long as they possibly can. Mech comes out from Super, tries to keep his teammate alive, but the Mystic Flare silence comes in, and the cavalry has arrived for LGD. They find the one kill. Familiar is going to work on Faith. Surge gets him out of range of their clutch. Out, they have the chain stun. Drops the sleight of fist, gets back to the Remnant. Slow out into Sylar. They're just going to try and wait out this Crimson Guard buff if they can. Super getting isolated, getting silenced, but just standing his ground and fighting for the time being. They're going to try and bring down the Frozen Sigil. There's a swap back onto Sylar, stunned up. Fenrir retreating back to the safety of his team. iceiceice picks up the kill on the poor Skywrath Mage. Those birds going to work. 2 dead already. The wall is down. Vici trying to fight away from it. Black getting punched up into the air, but stands his ground. Keeps on fighting. Has the survivability out of that S&Y. Double kill for iceiceice and a 4-0 in Vici Gaming's favor. Back from the darks here, LGD throwing everything that they can at this to defend, but the melee barracks is just dropping way too quickly. Nice combo from the Ember, but Fenrir and FY just going to shrug it off and keep on going. InJuly looking for an angle into this fight, but with no wall, makes life fairly difficult. Does have his mech up in just a second. There's a swap back onto the darks here, straight into the multicast. The Vici Gaming coordination brings down one ice shards. Do keep them trapped inside the base. MMY rolls in solo, throws at the punch, almost gets Fenrir. The Urn Charge finishes him off. Sylar now isolated, turns his back. Can he get out of here? Super dropping low. Black, same story. They've got that ultimate disabled, and MMY does manage to seal the deal. Ticks down to the Viper dots, and Vici Gaming get the racks and do rolls off there. Chooses not to, just gonna hang on to it for now. Yeah, doing his best to come out and clean things up. There's a swap from Fenrir. Both heroes gonna walk away unscathed. A little bit more harassment being thrown back and forth. The familiars still pushing in top lane. The Mystic Flare comes out, but FY dodging that one with the Yules. Gets out one more stun. They bring down one. There's a vacuum into a wall. They're cleaning things up with the cleave. How much more can they do? Iceiceice will be brought down. Everybody else on Vici scattered to the four corners of this team fight. Viper turns around. They're going to continue chasing him with the illusions a little bit further up. We've got the punch from MMY. Brings down the Vengeful. Now the Aegis will be popped off on Viper. Yeah, waiting up on the high ground. Super, still quite tanky. MMY comes in with the snowball. They get the stun. Familiars looking for drop downs, looking for damage. MMY brought low, but not dead just yet. Another ignite comes in, and FY seals the deal with the stun before running off into the sunset. Yasha picked up. Yasha and, well, I'd say Manta Style and Heart, both pretty good sieging items on Viper, but they can be a little bit unimpressive otherwise. FY once again doing his best Indiana Jones impression, charging away from the snowball. MMY gets slowed up. Ignite coming in as well. Yao in some trouble, and with the multicast and the familiar damage, he gets blown up. That's the mega kill streak gone, and that one death record put to an end. Sylar now in trouble. He has his back turned. He just wants to make it back up this hill. MMY gonna put his body on the line, throwing out some stuns. Does mention Cat Super, and Fenrir, who gets left behind in the Mystic Flare. Super vacuums back through into the wall. Just gonna fight to the bitter end, doing his best he can. Vici lose 2. iceiceice comes up aggressively into the LGD high ground. Concussive shot out onto FY. Vici Gaming, no buybacks thrown out just yet. InJuly jumps in with the blink, throws out one more Ion Shell. Black trying to turn this fight around. Big auto attacks coming out, another vacuum from InJuly. Yao trying to drop the combo, only finds it onto FY. InJuly now just getting poked down. The frost arrows from Black cleaning him up. Faith, can he evade the familiars? Looks like he's just fast enough, also has his Ghost Scepter up and available. Vici do manage to turn things outside of the base, bring down the Ember Spirit once more. Third death to the tally for him. And that was LGD throwing everything that they had into that fight, especially with the Ember buyback. It's now got a Hex picked up. MMY puts a very quick end to the Ogre as he tries to make his way up onto the high ground. Continue to chill out, wait for that mech to cool down one more time, and then continue the onslaught. Roshan, for anybody wondering, potential respawn in about 2 minutes time, and we'll keep an eye on that as things progress. Sylar wants some of these creeps top lane, but that could end up being his death. Stun straight out, multicast, Hex, everything, and the kitchen sink thrown at him. Yao now coming in, they get the vac, they get the wall, the combo comes out, but the Mystic Flare not doing enough damage. Fenrir able to run away, they don't have any slows. MMY jumps in with the punch, does manage to finish off the Venge, but there's 3 already dead on LGD. iceiceice still right-clicking away. Buyback from the Skywrath Mage in a very aggressive... Super just gonna come in from the middle lane to zone everybody away as the tier 3 tower gets hammered. Skywrath Mage not looking all that great. InJuly comes in, only drops the vacuum on one. Looks like FY will be brought down, manages to drop the Yule Scepter, still alive. Stick charge is actually keeping him up. Super running straight into the back lines, finds the kill on the Sky. The barracks already gone, courtesy of Black and Faith. He's had enough, he's gonna tap out, calls the GG, and with that, Vici Gaming, I think, take their pretty much uncontested throne on top of the group stage. 6-1 their final record after all of these games, and no matter what, they are advancing through to the next round of competition. LGD still 3-1, very respectable, could actually equal Vici Gaming if they sweep their remaining games, and we're actually going to have LGD back before too long as they face up against IG in our